retirement, disability, Medicare, or spousal benefits, you may want to visit our website, www.socialsecurity.gov. There you will find important information about benefits and be able to apply from the comfort of your home or office.
Despite all the flashy memorabilia and people dressed like your video game heroes, these attendees said that's not what draws them back to Mississippi Anime Fest year after year.
Just seeing some familiar faces that pop up every now and then, a couple stuff you want to call as friends, and meeting new people. That's usually kind of fun. When we come to cons, it's become seeing old friends. It's a great way to get your friends and family together and have a good old time.
It's worth it, even though you might lose a better money.
Now, if you weren't able to make it to
somebody else just died. I'm gonna go get the obituaries later, but I want y'all to get as many names as possible. I'm looking for a lull in the death before I start doing that sort of a memorializing, but that look like the death gonna stop anytime soon, and they're gonna take me to jail before I can give y'all a list of names. But it's too damn many to count. It's too many to keep track of. It's too many to care anymore. What you should be caring about is the collective death. No more caring about the individual death. It's now to care about the collective death. Or not, or you just get profits from genocide. I don't give a fuck.
Saturday's festivities, don't worry, because even more voice actors and costumes will be on display Sunday starting at 11 a.m. and ending at 5 p.m. Joseph Doring, 3 on your side.
The all-electric, all-quiet Subaru Solterra. Dog tested, dog approved.
Folks, it's 6:17 on this Saturday, and we're getting right into the storm potential for us on our 6:24 for the time, and we're closing in on 6:30.
The fight over how to spend COVID-19 relief funding is still going on in Hinds County. One supervisor wants that money spent to fix your roads in the county, but that's not what happened after a vote by the board Monday. 3 on your sides, Morgan Harris joins us to break down how the money will be spent. Morgan?
Yes, that's right, Courtney. And District 2 Supervisor David Archie is not happy. He's upset that $6 million in American Rescue Plan money is not being reallocated.
Can you see my eyes? You see underneath there, they're white.
People want to see their roads fixed. They want to see.
But you see here.
Fixed. I am committed to getting.
Did you hear?
But right
but what these bitches, they know I have a 12th grade education. What they don't know is what they have these different levels of 12th grade education. And they have one called an accelerated level. What those bitches do on the accelerated level is teach you everything you need to know about college. They're not going to teach you anything in college that you didn't already learn in those basic high school classes. They're just going to make it repetitious for you until it becomes a career. That's what I did. And as soon as I realized these bitches I'm just a token. I treated myself like a token.
Pandemic, the American Rescue Plan Act.
So no one else could.
Gave Hinds County about $45 million.
Thanks, Fat Amy. I hope you didn't get that from me.
$6 million of that to the city of Jackson to help address its water issues. But with Jackson receiving over $800 million in federal funding to fix the water and sewer issue, Archie wants that $6 million back. He wants to use the money to make improvements to roads across Hinds County.
I've not only have continued to talk to this board about putting more money in roads, streets paving, and fixing potholes. I've continued to talk to them about it. It is needed. The people in rural Hinds County are suffering. because we will not put the money where it needs.
Voted down this request from Supervisor Robert.
Good afternoon, Social Security. This is Zach. How may I assist you today?
Zach, let me clear my throat. I'm sorry. I can get a better sound out though. Okay. I'm following these procedures on my Social Security website. I'll have to read them to you to get in my computer and look.
Procedures for what? I'm sorry.
I guess they're appeal procedures.
Okay, what are you needing to appeal?
A notice that I got today.
Okay, please elaborate on that notice, sir.
It's dated March the 10th, 2023. You said you're Zach with the Social Security Administration?
Correct, sir.
All right, Zach. I got a notice that I'd like to appeal, and I'd like to use the appeal service online. But what I received when I attempted to file the appeal
Okay, I understand you're trying to file an appeal. I kind of need a little more information on what you're appealing specifically.
Sir, why do you need that information?
So I can guide you accordingly.
What is it?
So I need to know if you're appealing a decision if you apply for disability benefits, if there's an overpayment.
I understand what I am appealing. Do you understand that I am only and how to file the appeal? Do you understand that I am only calling you because my right to file the appeal using the online service has been obstructed?
Okay, I do apologize for that obstruction. What is the issue?
I don't know, so I'm attempting to read it to you. It says, "We're sorry, the Social Security Administration official website of the United States Social Security Administration." It reads, "You cannot use the internet to complete your appeal request. You do not meet one or more of the qualifications to file your request for appeal using the internet. To request an appeal, you should contact Social Security immediately, as explained below, and tell them that you received this." That's the procedure that I'm telling you about, sir. It has advised me to inform you that I received this message to file my appeal.
Okay. So for online to route you accordingly to make sure you're clicking the right appeal process, what are you trying to appeal?
May I speak to your supervisor?
I can have a supervisor call you back in 24 to 48 hours if you like. She'll be asking the same question, sir.
All right. Well, sir,
I'm asking this question because there's different appeals.
I understand that, sir, and as I've already explained to you, Zach, I am fully aware of the appeals process because I use it. I have used it previously on many occasions. The issue I am having is an obstruction to my right to file the appeal. You need to know what. Go ahead. Say that again. I'm sorry. You interrupted me and I'm not able to hear you because you're talking while I'm talking. So you go ahead. I'm going to stop talking and you repeat it so I can hear what you said is an interruption.
Okay, thank you, sir. Overall, we're not trying to obstruct your right to appeal. Unfortunately, if it doesn't allow you to file the appeal online, we can mail out an appeal form to you or send you the appeal form in an email. Then you could fill it out and mail it back to us. So that is also an option.
Sir, do you realize that I'm calling to find out to use this procedure that's available here? Are you telling me that this is the procedure that's available is for you to mail out something that I can look up online myself?
No, it's not something you look up online. We'd actually mail the appeal form to you.
The appeal form is exactly what I'm talking about. Appeal forms HA 501 and HA 520, both that can be printed online. You're telling me
Correct.
that the procedure that you're offering me to establish the date that I had the right to file an application is for you to use that alternative procedure.
Correct. And you have 60 days to file that.
So what happens to the date of accrual from the date I intended to file, which was before I called you?
Can you repeat the form number again, please?
What form number?
You said is the HA.
I'm right now discussing, sir, my issue, which would be any appeal on any form that you would send to me. It would not reach me until after the day intended to file the appeal online, would it not? You understand that I intended to file the appeal online before I called you, which would establish the date and time I filed the appeal. Would it not?
Okay. Overall, it's a 60-day window.
Let me ask you, sir. Is that right or not?
Thank you for calling Social.
To be clear, I asked Zach, when did I have the right to establish a date and time of my intent to file an appeal? And Zach has been silent ever since I asked that question. Now waiting on Zach to finish whatever he calls his service on the Social Security Administration, United States Social Security Administration. Simple as this, waterboarding.
The fight over how to spend COVID-19 relief funding is still going on in Hinds County. One supervisor wants that money spent to fix your roads in the county, but that's not what happened after a vote by the board Monday. So if any of you are planning to drive to get dinner from Backyard Burger tonight in the Jackson area, you'll probably see a sign that says closed. All of this happening after a call came out of nowhere to most locations in the metro. Our Chris Fields speaks with one general manager about how it's a tough time for the staff. And if you don't cast a ballot every election cycle, you need to listen to this.
That's Zach still on the phone while you're listening to this. I'm just not playing television. Zach is still on the phone. I don't know what he's doing, but he's still got my line open right now.
And calls officials to remove your name from the voter rolls.
House Bill 1310 adds to the reasons that local election commissioners can
funding gaps and incentivize developers to build more affordable and mixed income apartments instead of those at rising market rates.
And so the Housing Trust Fund is able to do that. And it's also, as we put investments into it, we're also able to attract other investments. And so we want to make sure that the housing that we invest into is long-term affordable for much of the projects that we work on.
Now, if he's going to hang up the United States phone,
The big question is this: is the county?
if he's going to hang up the United States phone, That's his prerogative. It's his choice. It's his fingers. It's his mind. It's his conscience. He can hang it up anytime he wants.
In trust fund dollars in public-private partnerships. The goal, create 30,300 units. But according to the county's own projections, the need.
But right now, somebody is paying for this telephone call right here.
Less than 1/3 of the need. Bottom line goal is to.
Speaking of the NIT, the women's tournament announced.
The biggest high school party of the year is just right.
Zach is getting your money right now. That's where your money going right now to Zach to do this right here. What he doing right now?
Around the corner, but the for prom started right here at Cade Chapel Missionary Baptist.
All right, one more win to go to the SWAC. In high school football recruiting news, Lane Kiffin gets a pledge from.
Purchasing drugs over the counter has become a significant problem throughout our state.
DENIABILITY is one drug hiding in plain sight, being sold at gas stations all over.
One big faggot.
The state, and you may have seen it, bottles with names like Zaza, Tiana, and Pegasus.
Oh, that's Zach hanging up the phone. So Zach stopped getting your money. Now they getting your money.
Being advertised as dietary supplements, and there's no age restrictions.
They're not kids. They don't know anything about it. They start this. They go out there and they get killed.
We even visited several gas stations in Jackson. 4 out of 8 sold the drug, and the gas station selling the product saying it sells well.
In some countries, European countries, Asian countries, and Latin American countries, it's used as a medicinal treatment for depression. However, it has not been approved for medicinal use here in the United States by the FDA.
The director of the Mississippi Bureau of Narcotics explains that DENIABILITY, also nicknamed gas station heroin, is far from safe, saying it possesses similar addictive tendencies to opioids, both prescription and illicit.
Such as pupils being, dilated, an agitated difference in the actions and behaviors of individuals who are dealing with any type of substance use disorder.
We apologize for this delay. If you are calling for general information or are interested in applying for retirement, disability30.gov. There you will find important information about benefits and be able to apply from the comfort of your home or office.
That hears our concerns and they are addressing themselves.
There are more dead people. So take that, do what you will with it.
result, we do have a busy period. We are taking calls in the order in which they came.
and to provide feedback about your service experience at ssa.gov/feedback.
Thank you for holding. Someone will assist you shortly. Please remember to have handy your social security number and any recent mail that we may have sent you. Having this information will help us serve you better. We apologize for this delay. If you are calling for general information or are interested in applying for retirement, disability, Medicare, or spouse's benefits, you may want to visit our website, www.socialsecurity.gov. There you will find important information about benefits and be able to apply from the comfort of your home or office. waited so long. We are doing our best to answer your call. Social Security provides monthly benefits to more than 50 million people. As a result, we do have busy periods. We are taking calls in the order in which they came. holding, someone will assist you shortly. Please remember to have handy your social security number and any recent mail that we may have sent you. Having this information will help us serve you better. We apologize for this delay. If you are calling for general information or are interested in applying for retirement, disability, Medicare, or spouse's benefits, you may want to visit our website, www.socialsecurity.gov. There you will find important information about benefits and be able to apply from the comfort of your home or office. regret that you have waited so long. We are doing our best to answer your call. Social Security provides monthly benefits to more than 50 million people. As a result, we do have busy periods. We are taking calls in the order in which they came.
calling Social Security. My name is Betty. How can I help you?
Hi, Betty. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm just being waterboarded. I got a notice from your website that reads, "We're sorry. You cannot use the internet to complete your appeals request. You do not meet one or more of the qualifications to file your request for appeal using the internet. To request an appeal, you should contact Social Security immediately as explained below and tell them that you received this message." The last person that I spoke to began asking me what type of appeal that I was filing instead of giving me information on why I'm being deprived the right to file on the internet. So let me just ask you plainly, are other people allowed to file on the internet?
Wait, so let me pull up your record.
Let me ask you again, ma'am. Are other people allowed to file on the internet as far as you know?
It depends. I do know that so usually appeals have to be done within 60 days. I believe that if you pass the 60-day time frame, then the computer system that we use, prevents you from being able to file online.
I apologize, ma'am. You added conditions to my question that I did not include, and I don't understand how they pertain to my questions. I'll try to ask it again. As of today, on March the 13th, 2023, as of today, March the 13th, 2023, are people that need to use the Social Security Administration account able to file appeals online?
Not everyone.
So who is?
Like I said, I do know that the computer system does have conditions.
I understand, ma'am. I'm asking who is allowed who's given permission to file as of today.
Anybody who claim was denied within 60 days of today.
Okay, so no one else is allowed to use the Social Security Administration process to make an appeal.
Online?
I'm only discussing what I just read to you.
60 days, the computer system on our website does prevent some people from doing things.
Ma'am, I'm asking about Social Security Administration policy for all.
Our website. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Our website does prevent people from filing appeals if it's past the date.
Okay. Ma'am, I'll ask again. Does the Social Security Administration, as of March the 13th, 2023, allow any individuals to file appeals online?
They do.
They do. Can you explain to me why I am one of those persons who has been excluded from that right?
I would have to pull up your record to see why you were excluded.
Thank you, dear.
What's your Social Security number?
It's 587-31-6485.
And your name?
Is Zori Rush.
And your date of birth?
10/4/77.
And where were you born?
Eupora, Mississippi.
And your mother's maiden name is?
Rush.
And your mailing address?
6912 Mount Vernon Road, Eupora, Mississippi 39744. Still also where I can be rescued as a hostage.
I'm sorry, what did you say after that?
It's still also the area where I can be removed from the hostage taking that has been taking place by the Social Security Administration salary kickbacks. That's the address where I'm located. Being a capitalist is required. No, it ain't fighting fire with fire. Please note all I hear is silence.
I'm still here.
Yep. Would you like to know what I'm doing? What I'm doing is gathering evidence to prove that my right to file this information online has been obstructed and that there has been no notice provided to me as to why it has been obstructed. And then I'm being forced to talk to you, who's not telling me what you're doing. Okay. I'm just getting proof. You can take all the time you need not telling me what you're doing. It's quite helpful to have you silently sitting on the phone, not telling me anything.
I'm sorry. I'm really quiet when I'm trying to focus on the situation.
I understand, but I don't know what you're trying to focus on.
Well, I'm trying to understand what's going on. So I do see that you filed an appeal
What
back
is?
on November the 28th. I do see that they decided against your appeal. And then it looks like that you also filed another appeal right after you got that notice on December the 29th.
I understand what's happening with everything other than this weird sorry message, man. I know what's happening, and I have no reason to call the 800 teleservice number. I don't have any reason to call the 1-800 teleservice number other than to find out about this weird sorry message. I understand you're interested, but I'm not. I'm only interested in why this weird sorry message is coming up.
working on the appeal that you put in January.
Can I get a notice that says that's why I can't use the online service?
I wouldn't be able to provide a notice like that, no.
Okay, so the procedure to find out why your rights to use the online service have been obstructed is the notice, right? I'm talking about the notice requirement where the Social Security Administration is required to send you a notice of any kind if they make any changes to any account or any services that are being provided within 5 days to notify the beneficiary of those changes. You're telling me that requirement of the Social Security Administration is being evaded through this deprivation of the right to use this online service. It's being evaded right now by your statement that says there is no way you can send a notice, because I can read to you that it tells me specifically to call you. It says to contact Social Security Administration, call our toll-free number 1-800-772-1213. Explain that you are unable to use the online appeal process, but do want to appeal the decision made in your case. And you're now telling me that I can't even get that you're just going to tell me your online rights have been obstructed, and I no longer have to send you a notice, because you know, as I know, that the Social Security Administration, if it's going to do this, it would have to notify me within 5 days. And you're now telling me, no, we don't.
I can't send you a notice.
I didn't say that you could, ma'am. I said that you are the one that's saying that. You are the individual that's telling me that the Social Security Administration cannot resolve this issue. I can't do anything about that either. So what is it? What is
the reason you're unable to file an appeal online is because there is one already in process for you. So it's preventing you from submitting another appeal online. I can't provide you a notice that states that that's the reason why you can't file online, is because there's one pending for you.
And why can't you provide that notice?
I don't have those capabilities.
Who is I?
The National 800 number does not have that capability.
Ma'am, I'm not asking the 1-800 number. I'm following the procedure. If you'll allow me, I'm following the procedure of the Social Security Administration. It listed your number. So doesn't that mean that if you don't have the ability to send the notice, that you should, that it is expecting you to have the ability?
I don't know. The thing that you read.
May I speak to your supervisor? Ma'am, I can't explain that to you, ma'am. Ma'am, you are explaining something that's policy driven, and you are attempting to justify a policy that's a crime, when I'm telling you that the Social Security Administration says that the solution is at your telephone number. You are saying that they don't have the solution there. So may I speak to your supervisor to confirm why this message here says that the solution is at your phone number, but it isn't?
I can pass your information on to my supervisor and have her contact you.
All right.
It's not available at this moment.
All right. Let me ask you this, ma'am. Does my right to appeal begin? I attempted to file the application.
You said, does your right to appeal begin?
When I attempted to file this application and got this notice.
I'm not sure how to answer that. That online notice I can't even see.
I understand, ma'am. I'm asking, right? You are on the phone right now hearing me say that I attempted
That
to
you're
file.
unable to file an appeal, that we're obstructing.
I haven't completed what I'm saying, ma'am. You're changing my words. That I attempted to file an appeal and your system gave me this message. Did I not have the right to file an appeal at that time?
The system will not let you file multiple appeals, no.
Oh, so you're saying that the notice that I have dated March the 10th, 2023, I don't have a right to appeal that.
The only notice that I see that you received March 10th of 2023 says that your February benefit received on March was reduced to pay your Medicare Part
I know what it says, ma'am. I'm asking you, are you telling me that the notice that I received dated March 10th, 2023, that I do not have a right to appeal that?
Usually if you have a right to appeal, it would tell you the appeal information on the notice, but I noticed the notice doesn't tell you that.
I'm asking you, ma'am.
Okay, so yeah, I just see that they took out a lot of money out of your last check for that.
The only thing that matters to me right now, the only thing that matters to me right now is is my First Amendment right. The only thing that matters to me is my First Amendment right. What I have to protect my First Amendment right is the right to file an appeal online. So you're telling me that this notice of action that was taken March 10th, 2023, that the reason why it does not contain appeal information, as you said, about a lot of money being taken out of my check, the reason why it doesn't contain appeal information is because I don't have the right to appeal the Social Security Administration taking a lot of money out of me.
You have the right to appeal. As far as appealing online, the right to appeal online, the computer system, the online system that Social Security uses does not let you file multiple appeals online. You have an appeal already pending online. So for your next appeal, until that appeal is decided, you'll have to do on paper.
Ma'am, let me ask you something. Is the Social Security Administration rule written on a piece of paper somewhere, the one that you are reading right now?
I believe our online services, you might be able to find on our website.
I'm not asking you what you're quoting it right now, ma'am, as though it's policy that you know. That this is something that you know, as a matter of fact, is the procedure when you call the 1-800 number. I'm asking you, where are you getting this information? First, we establish that everyone has a right to file online and that my right to file online has been obstructed for some reason. Then we establish she knows what the reason is, but she doesn't have a piece of it written down on a piece of paper somewhere where she can apply that reason to me. She can apply it to anyone generally, but she cannot apply it to this notice I received March the 10th, 2023. Why? Because she's engaged in the act of waterboarding and attempted murder. And you're buying it. Those of you who aren't selling it, like you heard her name. And her name's attached to her body. And her body is free to do this. Mine is free to choke to fucking death. But this bitch body is free to do this. Not sell a little weed to make a nigga that's being choked to death feel a little better. This bitch is free to profit on salary kickbacks from genocide. Now she knows the answer to this fucking question is, so you have the right to file an online appeal, and you have the right for us to tell you why we didn't. And it's supposed to be written in the law because we don't do shit unless it's a law that says we do it. Because our government is not a bunch of people walking around. It's a law that we all must abide by.
Thank you for calling Social Security. Para español, marque 7.
I've placed another concert because obviously she's found something else to do. I read that actually on the screen from, is that the consensus? You're supposed to just say, I'm sorry. Because I haven't heard you say anything. I'm waiting on you to tell me exactly why this says call you and explain that you're unable to use the online appeal process but want to appeal the decision made in your case. Why I don't have the right to appeal this notice dated March 10th, 2023, where, as you put it, a lot of money was taken out of my check from the Social Security Administration. You're on the phone telling me I don't have a right to appeal it. This is on here telling me to get, if I need an explanation to get it from you, and you're telling me you don't have to send me a notice. So now I'm waiting on you. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Okay. You're putting words in my mouth, sir.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I looked through your case file. If you want to file an appeal about the additional money that came out of your check from Medicare that is based from that notice, then yes, you can file the appeal. Now you're saying that we are instructing you from filing the appeal online. I'm saying that the online system is so outdated that it doesn't allow you to do multiple appeals online. You asked for the policy that states that. So I'm looking at
No, I asked, no, now you're skipping, since we're clarifying. Now you're skipping. I asked for a notice that applies that to my case. You said you can't file. You applied that policy to me. That's fine. Go ahead.
What kind of a notice are you inquiring for?
The one that you just applied to me, where I followed the procedure that says you cannot use the internet to complete your appeal request. You do not meet one, if you'll allow me, it says you do not meet one or more of the qualifications to file your request for appeal using the internet. To request an appeal, you should contact Social Security immediately, as explained below, and tell them that you received this message. To contact Social Security, call our toll-free number, 1-800-772-1213. Explain that you are unable to use the online appeal process, but do want to appeal the decision made in your case. I'm following the procedure to do so. So I want, and if you'll allow me, so I am requesting a notice from you that says what you are about to say is my right during this, after receiving that notice. How does what you are about to say apply to me in my specific case?
You want to notice that
I called because it's
if you can't file online, to contact us and let us know that you want to file an appeal.
No. This says to me to call toll-free number 1-800-772-1213. Explain that you are unable to use the online process, but want to file and appeal the decision made in your case. I did that. I want you to send a notice that says what you are saying to me on the phone after I did that.
I'm going to send you the appeal paperwork.
I already have it. I've already completed it. I'm calling about my right to file an appeal online and a notice that says why I don't have it. I'm asking for a notice that says why I don't have it right now. I follow the procedures and requested a notice that says why I don't have it right now. I hear you saying it on the phone, but I'm asking you to send a notice that says that the Social Security Administration is saying that, not just someone on the phone who's guessing that this may be the issue, is that you have multiple appeals. No, write that down on a piece of paper, said this is what I see in the system, and this is why we've obstructed your right to file an appeal. You said that out of your mouth. Now say it on behalf of the Social Security Administration. That's what I'm requesting. Now you make up something else. I know you can't. You're not even attempting to. That's why you should have a note there that says I'm recording all calls that proves you don't know what you're doing. And I'm going to make sure I get your salary until you figure out how to get me on a phone with a supervisor that can send me the notice that says you don't know how to do your job, or you can actually do the job yourself. I'm already on the line with somebody else. It's fine.
There you will find important information about.
You say whatever you want. I've already called somebody else. You say anything you want to before I send the feds in there for your salary.
I'm sorry?
You say whatever you like before I send a fed in there for your salary. You don't know how to do your job, and no one needs you on that job. Okay.
Can you confirm your phone number so I can pass it to my supervisor?
It's 6. You don't know my phone number. It's 662-75. 662-75-31249. Wham.
Otherwise, is there anything else I could assist you with?
You can find a new job and report to the nearest law enforcement officer and say, I know what I just did was a crime. It made sense to me that what I did with federal property while I was sitting on my job was a crime. and somebody probably died from it. You should go do that now.
Well, you.
From the White House.
President Biden looked to reassure Americans Monday following the failure of two banks.
Americans can have confidence that the banking system is safe. The deposits will be there when you need it.
The federal government announced emergency actions after the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank Friday and closure of Signature Bank in New York over the weekend.
When we learned the problems of banks and the impact that they had on jobs, small businesses, banking system overall, I instructed my team to act quickly to protect these interests.
Sunday night, the Treasury Department, Federal Reserve, and Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation announced they will ensure depositors have full access to their money today. That's a lifeline for customers, including Melanie Travis, founder and CEO of the swimwear company that banks exclusively with SVB.
It's payroll, it's all of our bills, it's how we pay our suppliers, it is everything that the company has, and it was gone in an instant.
Rescuing the depositors is not a bailout for the banks. The president said taxpayers won't pay the bill for these losses.
Management of these banks.
We regret that you have waited so long. We are doing our best to answer your questions. Social Security provides monthly benefits to more than 50 million people. As a result, we do have busy periods. We are taking calls in the order in which they came.
Shares of bank stocks when the markets open, with trading for some regional banks temporarily halted. Moving to new CBS News, the White House.
And Silicon Valley Bank and two former top executives, including the CEO, have been named in a new lawsuit filed Monday. The suit alleges the bank concealed how rising interest rates would leave it susceptible to a bank run. There's an old saying, success breeds success. And The track record of Mark Castleberry and his Castle Properties tends to bear that out. Castleberry has a proven track record around the Golden Triangle for successful business ventures, especially in the retail and hospitality sectors. In his latest outing, Triangle Crossing in Starkville is the most recent example. He says he's encouraged every time he drives by there and sees a full parking lot. With industrial development growing in the Golden Triangle, Castleberry believes there needs to be growth in retail to go along with it. In January, Castleberry sold his interest of the mill and 3 Starkville hotels to the MSU Foundation. Now he's concentrating on his next Starkville development. Castle Properties is breathing new life into the former Cadence Bank Operations Center downtown.
The cost of new construction is very expensive, so we intentionally have been looking for good quality existing buildings. And we thought that, and we also saw that there's a need of office space in Starkville at a reasonable price. And so we saw that be a great location, very visible, very easy access, and of course it adjoins the university property. And so we just saw that as a good product.
Castleberry says that since the opening of Triangle Crossing, he's been trying to find land due to interest from other retailers. Alabama's unemployment rate is holding steady, and that's a good thing. The newly released seasonally unadjusted rate for January is holding at 2.6%. That is unchanged since December 2022, and is also a record low for the state. While the percentage remains unchanged, the actual numbers are improving. Statewide, there are just over 58,000 people unemployed. Now that's compared to almost 61,000 at the same time last year and just below 60,000 in December. Now, worker pay has also seen a slight uptick, with wages increasing by an average of just over $30 a week. Shelby County had the lowest unemployment rate at 1.8%. Wilcox was the highest at 8.8%. While most students across North Mississippi are taking a break from classes this week, educators at the state level are working on a grant to help families with early child care and education. It's called the Mississippi Child Care Transformation Project, and the goal is to strengthen families by providing care to communities that need it most. Almost half of all of Mississippi's children live in a child care desert. Without reliable child care, working parents face challenges at their own jobs, and employers can't count on a constant workforce. Now, this grant is more than $30 million. It will be handed out over 3 years. Part of the money will be used to create a supportive system for families and child providers. Now, child care workers will be recruited and trained, and they will be used for infants and toddlers play and develop. Now, the Mississippi Department of Human Services Division of Early Childhood Care and other partners. Funding will be provided through NDHS for child care expansion opportunities. Those opportunities for child care expansion will be announced in upcoming months. Ashley?
Well, you mentioned that kids are on break, and I saw a couple playing as I made my way to work this afternoon. The sun is still out, but temperatures, they're a little cool right now, so anywhere from the middle 40s to the upper 50s. 45 degrees at the Air Force Base, 52 in Oxford, 53 in Tupelo, 55 for Aberdeen, West Point at 56 and 59 right now in Starkville. As we head through the next 4 hours, sun will set and temperatures will drop heading towards the low 40s, 41 by 9 p.m. We are trending cooler this week with temperatures gradually warming up into the 60s as we head towards the end of our week. Rain is expected to return again Thursday night into Friday. Winston.
And kids are going to have school resource officers that are going to have more training. Now this week, around 30 school resource officers from 3 different states took on some more training to adapt to the school environment and how to have a positive impact on students and even the community. While school resource officers undergo many trainings yearly, law enforcement officers said the most recent session was considered necessary to attend. As County Sheriff Eddie Hawkins says, the job of a school resource officer does more than what the eye sees.
They're more than just a security guard. You know, they're like a mentor. They are able to identify at-risk youth and troubled youth and be able to mentor these kids and bring them up and help lift their spirits, you know. They cut down on things like bullying in schools. So there's a lot of things that a school resource officer does behind the scenes that even the students don't realize they're doing. It takes the right person and the right fit to do a job like this. And we're lucky to have the number of officers we have here
for our children. Miles County School Board recently agreed to have offer all 3 schools in the county with 2 school resource officers. The Webster County Sheriff's Office is getting a new facility and will be right behind the courthouse. The current jail was built in 1964 and has become outdated for daily operations. Right now, the current jail can only house about 18 to 20 people because all the cells are not functional. With the update, they will be able to hold 28 inmates.
We finally have got the money. It's a USDA Rural Development Grant. And that money is in the form of $3 billion, and it's going to provide us the opportunity to build an operations center here. And that
they are able to identify at-risk youth and troubled youth and be able to mentor these kids and bring them up. They cut down on things like bullying in schools. So there's a lot of things that a school resource officer does behind the scenes that even the students don't realize they're doing. But it takes the right person and the right fit.
Miles County School Board recently agreed to have all 3 schools in the county with 2 school resource officers. The Webster County Sheriff's Office is getting a new facility and it'll be right behind the courthouse. The current jail was built in 1964 and has become outdated for daily operations. Now, right now, the current jail can only house about 18 to 20 people because all the cells are not functional. With the update, they will be able to hold 28 inmates.
we finally have got the money. It's a USDA Rural Development Grant. And that money is in the form of $3 billion, and it's going to provide us the opportunity to build an operations center here. And that will encompass the sheriff's office, and it will also have 911 in it. And it will also have the justice court in it.
There's no date set on when the jail will break ground. Tupelo police make an arrest after a man is accused of driving away. Resource officers from 3 different states took on some more training. Participants learn how to adapt to the school environment and how to have a positive impact on students and even the community. While school resource officers undergo many trainings yearly, law enforcement officers say the most recent session was considered necessary to attend. Lowndes County Sheriff Eddie Hawkins says the job of a school resource officer does more than what the eye sees.
They're more than just a security guard. They're a mentor. They are able to identify at-risk youth and troubled youth and be able to mentor these kids and bring them up and help lift their spirits. They cut down on things like bullying in schools. So there's a lot of things that a school resource officer does behind the scenes that even the students don't realize they're doing. But it takes the right person and the right fit to do a job like this. And we're lucky to have the number of officers we have here in Lowndes County looking after our children.
Lowndes County School Board recently agreed to offer all 3 schools in the county with 2 school resource officers. The Webster County Sheriff's Office is getting a new facility and it will be right behind the courthouse. The current jail was built in 1964 and has become outdated for daily operations. Now, right now, the current jail can only house about 18 to 20 people because all the cells are not functional. With the update, they will be able to hold 28 inmates.
We finally have got the money. It's a USDA Rural Development Grant. And that money is in the form of $3 billion, and it's going to provide us the opportunity to build an operations center here. And that will encompass the sheriff's office, and it will also have 911 in it. And it will also have the justice court in it.
There is no date set on when the jail will break ground. Tupelo police make an arrest after a man is accused of driving away from a traffic stop. 28-year-old Mydrius Watkins is charged with felony fleeing. Now, this past Friday night, officers pulled Watkins over near Crosstown. As they came up to his car, Watkins was accused of driving away. There was a pursuit that eventually ended in Verona. Officers recovered narcotics and a gun. Now, Watkins also has several warrants with the city of Tupelo. His bond has been set at $75,000.
Hollywood takes a trip through the multiverse. I'm Danya Backus with the big winners of the 95th Academy Awards.
Carl Hogan Chevy GMC aces the competition with Delois.
Oh, happy birthday, bitch.
Low on drama and high on emotion. It was a night of comeback stories in one film that really was.
I'm showing you now what I do with friends like these.
Everything, everywhere, all at once. CBS's Danya Backus has more.
Everything, everywhere, all at once. Hollywood took a trip through the multiverse Sunday night with Everything Everywhere All at Once, snapping up 7 Oscars, including Best Picture and Directing.
I have great faith in our stories. These stories have changed my life, and they've done that for generations.
It's only the 3rd time in history one film has won a trio of acting honors. Former child actor and immigrant Kiwi Kwan took home Best Supporting Actor.
They say stories like this only happen in the movies. I cannot believe it's happening to me. This is the American dream.
Jamie Lee Curtis nabbed a Supporting Actress trophy for her role in the movie.
I just won an Oscar.
And star Michelle Yeoh made history as the first Asian and only the 2nd woman of color to win Best Actress in a leading role.
And ladies, don't let anybody tell you you are ever past your prime.
An overwhelmed Brendan Fraser won for his transformative performance in The Whale.
So this is what the
Okay. You understand? You understand what the Americans are saying to do with your money today, right? You get it? It's American, and they are giving instruction. If you don't, I do.
Reverse looks like. Oh, my goodness.
All 4 winners in the acting categories were first-time nominees. 2 men in their 50s with career
Oh, yes, bitch. Yes. There are things under this hat.
comebacks and 2 women in their 60s. Women also took home trophies for Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Costume Design, and Best Documentary Short.
I think the most important thing is inclusivity and more women anywhere, anytime, all at once.
Winners in all major categories received standing ovations Sunday night in a true spirit of celebration. Danya Backus, CBS News.
The Academy restored all 23 categories to the live telecast after receiving criticism for diverting some to a pre-show announcement last year. Ashley?
And while they gave out their awards, I'm awarding a forecast for the best forecast we've seen in a while. I'll have more details coming up after the break.
I'm sorry, the agent said I can come back. There's another person named Zori.
Medicare, a 2-year.
I've been that good, y'all. You silly sap-sucking summer bitch, summer motherfucker. All the cuss words I can think of. I've been that motherfucking good to you worthless, sorry son of a bitches that for some reason I'm going to be another Zori in a future life.
A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places. It's time to vote in WCBI's Viewers' Choice Awards. Vote Triangle Federal Credit Union for Best Local Credit Union. Vote every... Union. Vote every day throughout March for all of your local favorites in WCBI's Viewers' Choice Awards.
You waiting on me to say thank you for not getting genocide profits?
Choice Awards on WCBI.com.
Insurance companies always claim they'll be there for you. But think about it. They only make money when you don't.
At Team Schwartz, we don't get paid until you get paid. Who's really going to get you the most money possible? One call, that's all.
Sonic has treats under $2. And under $3. Because cravings come in different sizes. Sonic under $2 or $3. Craves. Sonic.
Your WCBI First Alert package. AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Ashley.
Welcome back. It's 5:14.
The shooter told officers that he choked her, beat, and hit her, according to police. True released a statement 11 days later where she denied telling police that Beard choked her and said she initiated the physical struggle. Texas fired him January 5th. The charges were dropped February 15th. And Beard's a proven winner. He's 10-4 all time in the NCAA tournament. Led his last three teams, Texas, Texas Tech, and Arkansas Little Rock, to wins in the Big Dance. And he led the Red Raiders to the national championship game in 2019. That's the selection by Texas. February 5th. He will be formally introduced tomorrow at 5 in the Pavilion. We'll be there. We'll have full coverage live at 6 o'clock. We'll have coverage at 10 as well. So you can hear from Athletic Director Keith Carter, Chris Beard, and a whole lot more from Oxford. Well, for the first time in 4 years, Mississippi State men's basketball is going to the NCAA tournament. The Dogs traveled to Dayton, Ohio today for the first four. So if they beat Pittsburgh tomorrow night, they're going to head to Greensboro, North Carolina. They will face number 6 seed Iowa State in the first round. MSU started out the
big part of the reason, of course, we have these dropping temperatures for tonight.
We'll be able to get back to Chris in just a moment. Speaking of storm damage, Alabama residents who suffered some damage from the severe weather back in January now have just 2 more days to file for government assistance. The Small Business Administration says it's already issued more than $8 million in low-interest loans and other FEMA support to help with recovery after the January 12th storms. 10 Alabama counties were included in the disaster declaration, and another 6 in Mississippi, including Knoxville County, in our viewing area. The deadline for those applications, like we said, 2 days from now, March 16th.
Fire, shooting, or wreck. Tupelo first responders are quick to respond. What's not so quick is the process of hiring more police officers. WTVA's Michelle Martin is live in Tupelo, where she talked to Tupelo's police chief about expanding their force.
Employment rates are up and new recruits in limited supply. The Tupelo Police Department is ramping up efforts to bring in new officers. It is no secret the job of a police officer comes with plenty of risk, but the Tupelo Police Chief John Quaka says the job comes with plenty of rewards.
Now, we got a lot of positive things going here, and it's a great place to work. We've got great men and women that work here.
That is why he hopes more people will consider joining his agency.
We have great assets here. We have a strong city council and mayor that supports us. And we just have a lot of opportunities that other departments may not have that we can give people.
Right now, the department of about 104 officers protect the city day and night, stacking the streets, and that can mean officers working harder and longer shifts, with fewer new officers coming through the door.
We are not fully staffed and not capable of responding to every incident that we might be able to respond to if we were fully staffed.
Although the officer shortage is still being worked on, another problem the department faced has been solved. The Tupelo Police Department will be saying goodbye to these old patrol cars and hello to 7 new ones.
7 Tahoes really boost our numbers for our patrol division. We've had cars in the past that literally run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we're trying to get to the point where we're not putting that many miles and that many hours on each of our cars.
The chief says they expect those cars to come in within the next few weeks. If you're interested in a career in law enforcement, you must be at least 21 years old and have a high school diploma or a GED. You can go to our website, WTVA.com, to apply. Live in Tupelo, Michelle Martin, WTVA 9 News.
The Mississippi legislature has agreed to allow alternate transportation in Guntown. Both the House and the Senate approved a bill to allow side-by-side vehicles like golf carts and ATVs on public streets and roads within the city limits. Drivers will still need a valid driver's license and proof of insurance. They'll also need to register the vehicle with the city for a fee. The bill was sent to the governor's office this morning for his signature.
Spring break is hitting Mississippi at the perfect time for gasoline prices. Yes, prices are going up, and Mississippi still has some of the lowest gasoline prices in the country. AAA says spring break typically marks an increase in prices as demand also increases. Still, the average price for fuel is significantly cheaper than at this time last year. Right now, AAA has the average gas price in the Magnolia State at $3.01 a gallon. This time last year, it was at $4 per gallon.
Can't forget that. Folks in Tupelo will have a chance to weigh in on the city's outlook at a public hearing to discuss the city's comprehensive plan. That plan sets forth the vision and goals for the city's future and provides the overall foundation for all land use regulations in the city. A public meeting is going to be held Monday, March 20th. It'll take place immediately after the regularly scheduled work session of the Tupelo City Council, which starts at 4. The current plan expires in 2025.
The preliminary jobs report is out for Alabama, and it appears unemployment is holding steady at its lowest rate in years. Governor Kay Ivey says the state January unemployment was at 2.6%. Most of those jobs were in the manufacturing sector, especially automotive jobs. But the state also saw job gains in business, health, and education. Ivey says Alabama gained over 54,000 jobs over the past year.
State and federal health leaders are warning everyone about a highly contagious virus spreading around the country right now. The Centers for Disease Control.
Bitch, you put an old ass white woman up to say that. Ain't shit about that funny.
Control and Prevention reports they're seeing
That's some old white cracker shit that black people ain't ever gonna find funny.
Of highly contagious norovirus popping up in places like Mississippi, Alabama, and in Tennessee. Norovirus is a foodborne illness that causes vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach pain, and is often confused with food poisoning. Symptoms usually appear between 12 to 24 hours after eating something contaminated and are usually gone after about 48 hours. Going back to our top story, strong and powerful winds causing some damage in Winona this weekend. WTVA's Chris Knowles.
You need not think I won't hang her old ass up on a tree.
Joining us live once again from Winona with what happened there.
Yeah, Emily, the storms came through here in Winona and caused a lot of damage. I'm currently standing off of Highway 82, and right behind me is the Circle K gas station and the canopy.
Go ask Somalia and Rwanda. If they want to hang the white bitch over here profiting from genocide, it don't matter how old she is.
Was actually
SARS.
The gas station manager.
Ask Somalia and Rwanda.
Says it happened around 1 and 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Crews were out today securing the structure to ensure that it doesn't create more damage. The store manager said it seems to be repairable. I did speak to the EMA director, Alan.
Perfect food truck style grilled cheese sandwiches tricked out with steak and bacon. And that, children, is where cravings come from. Sonic steak and bacon grilled cheese. Sonic.
I don't know if you're ever ready for something like this.
I'm afraid to be hurt again.
Are you prepared to go through heartbreak? Oh, God. You deserve all the love, and I couldn't give it to you.
Attention Medicaid and Medicare recipients. Did you know you may be eligible for up to $10,000 in extra benefits at no extra cost? Benefits like a yearly allowance for over-the-counter items and groceries, a utility bill allowance, dental care, and more in our expanded coverage areas. Call now for your free Shared Health Mississippi Medicare Decision Guide to find out how you can get the benefits you deserve. You'll get easy guidance on eligibility requirements, enroll period, and gaps in coverage between some plans. The Medicare Decision Guide includes the information you need to help you choose the best plan for you. Talk to a helpful agent directly, not an out-of-country call center. Just call me now. There's no obligation. Call for your free guide to help you get the benefits you deserve. Absolutely free Shared Health Mississippi Medicare Decision Guide, and get the benefits you deserve.
All of Sonic's under $2 craze are under $2, so you can get something tasty without breaking the bank. Sonic under $2 craze.
You're watching WTVA 9 News with anchors Craig Ford, Emily Leonard, and Severe Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Matt Lobon.
Thanks so much for sticking with us for the news at 5. Last night was one of the biggest annual celebrations in Hollywood. Of course, we're talking about the Academy Awards.
And standouts at the 95th Oscar ceremony included Everything Everywhere All at Once and All Quiet on the Western Front.
I was in there pretty darn early. Okay. That's a nod. I just got a nod. From the Academy Awards. They need this, and I'm going to give it to them. I'm letting the media go right now. Oh, God. I made this video, a high school video when I was in high school. And all my so-called friends that was supposed to be helping me with the video bailed. So if you ever watched the video, I'm nowhere in the video because I'm running around all year with the camera in my hand, videotaping everything. But some of the videotapes came from actual, tapes from other people that were videoing, and you can hear this person screaming, just screaming at the top of his lungs. That's me. I was every time I didn't have a camera in my hand, I was running around trying to make a scene for a camera. So it was a really spirited year for me, the year that I made that video. And it is one of the highlight experience of my life was because I created it not for the high school created it for the people I was graduating with so we can have something to look back on and be like, yeah, don't forget this. You remember you did that? Yeah, we got that on video. I wanted us to have that anyway. I mean, that's nothing emotional for me. They understand what I'm saying when I say that. But yeah, I just got a nod from the Academy for it.
I need a little more detail
That's
to
funny.
get to the right place. Well, let's try this a different way. Tell me which of these sounds closest to what you're calling about. Claim status. Update personal information.
Which means that obviously so they have a badass joke like, we hired this old white woman in Alabama to take all the blame for the bullshit that we've been pulling out. When you tell a bad joke like that, you got to come with a good joke to make it sound better, which it was. It was a better joke when they came back and they said, yeah, but we stole your shit. Yeah. That's a little bit funnier. I'd rather you steal my shit than beat up on the old white woman. That's just disgusting, you sick bitch. But if I had to hang her old ass to get to you, I will. Or dead bodies of these bitch and think you was the king of the goddamn world. You might be the king of the goddamn world, but you had to kill Zori to be the king of Zori. Weird bitches over there. Well, my grandma gonna pass down the genocide. Now, mind you, Europe do everything in flip, so that means the queen just gave her son genocide. In America, the son just gave his grandmama genocide. In Europe, the grandmama just gave her grandson genocide. Flip flop, baby, flip flop. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, but when I found out that Jesus was supposed to be the queen cousin, I was through with them. I was like, So she wrote a book. It said, her and Peter and them got together and wrote a book. It said Jesus, they first cousin. Okay. William Tudor and them did that. Put their name on William and Tudor and them. So Jesus belonged to them. He ain't the Hebrews and the Romans no more. He belonged to Queen. That's important information. Y'all need to know that. That's the queen cousin. Don't go over there fucking with her. Sorry, king. That's the king cousin. Don't go over there fucking with her. You know Jesus know who to the Africa. And they taught him Hulu. They taught him Hulu. He knew the Jews. He knew the Muslims before they was Muslims. He said, here they come. It's gonna be baby everywhere. Y'all gonna call them a church. Y'all gonna call them a church. Gotta watch and pray for them. Ooh, have mercy. I can't with y'all. I can't. No genocide shit. SARS, Somalia, and Rwanda talking to you. They calling it SARS, bitch. But it's genocide. I don't know what they did over there, but they ain't paid for the first, the second, or the third genocide yet. And here it is, a fourth. Shit, it's a cute shirt. Thank you. Shit. This is what you wear on murders with Roe. They said I murdered myself. This is also the symbol of heart disease. Some of all the diseases that white people that would let black people go to school for millennia. And remember, we don't know, were the Hebrews black? Were the Egyptians black? Who had the slaves in the Old Testament? Somebody getting karma right now. One of you. Either the Hebrews or the Egyptians is getting karma. And history said one or both of you is black. Behooves me which one of you is Jehoshaphat, first cousin. I don't know which one of you is Kingdom Methuselah. I don't know which one of y'all has been off a lot ship all these years. Oh, there wasn't a lot that was Noah. But y'all got the karmas going on with the slavery stuff. Yeah, it's ghost slavery now. People don't even know they're slaves. They just go about their normal daily activity. Today's whipping is to kill your mama. That's how you get that. You don't get your best friend die from some shit called COVID-19. That's what a whipping is. You get a call 3 states away saying somebody waiting on you is dead. That's what today, that's how it worked today. It's real powerful. It's got the power of equal protections for all sums. It's on the Constitution if you read it. Now, this is not a system issue. This is a system that don't apply to me. I'm gambling, y'all. I gotta learn how to play cards again. I ain't been in jail in so long. Well, obviously I've been in jail quite a bit lately. But I haven't had like time to get to know anybody. Good old Christian conversation. Good old spade, a few dominoes and little checkers. Hey, I can play chess now too. Y'all teach me this prison chess when I get in there, because my brother knows something I don't know. I know he had to learn in jail. Like them.
Thank you for holding. We appreciate your patience.
Them boiled eggs out the microwave. They'll be microwaving eggs, man. I learned how to microwave eggs. when I got in jail with a microwave, man, it was like the angels had reached down from heaven and shined the light and said, my friend, we know you had that folded up piece of foil that you had just got through smoking marijuana in, and that Caesar has placed you on hold. But my friend, here is some light. And I got some light while I was up there. Not the kind that come out the pig.
Welcome.
Well, know how normal the people are that are in jail, in prison. You get in there and you know you're supposed to be. I don't do no prepping or nothing like that. It's just they just people here. You go out in the street and you're gonna bump into more people that the police ain't caught than you is people that there is. So it's best be on your P's and Q's when you're in jail, when you're out of jail, rather than being in there. Because the only thing you got to worry about in jail is damn police. Because everybody else in there is just somebody to bargain with. That's the best place to catch a goddamn bargain now. You make a deal in there quicker than anything else. I don't know what people be fighting about, but you cut a deal on some things in there. So I don't know what people keep locking them up for. You put people you keep putting in jail and in the free market. I don't get it. And I ain't trying to get it. Hell, it's buying genocide. Whatever it is, it's buying genocide, and I don't want none of that. Thank you, though. It was nice of you to offer me some genocide. I think in some dimension, it was nice for you to offer me genocide. Some version of understanding when some little wet girl get on TV and say the world is coming to an end because the clouds is everywhere. Then I said, okay, well, let the white people steal my money because the world gonna come to an end. The white girl that said it. She done got on the TV and said it. So give all my money to that old white woman in Alabama. And the little white girl, Greta Garbo, gets on TV and she tells you that the world is going to end because everybody is eating and farting. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. It's water boy. Everybody eating and farting at the same time. They ain't taking turn. Everybody eating and fart, eating fart, eat fart, eat fart, eat fart, eat fart, eat fart. You better listen to that little white girl. Greta, I'm with you, girl. Quit eating farting, people. Quit eating and farting. There are marshals out looking for people that eat and fart. Right now, money being spent on people that eat and fart. Because we can't have this happening. Greta got a world she got to live in. And she don't need no eating and farting. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Genocide is fine. It's okay. But all your liberty got to go away when everybody start eating and farting. Ain't no chronic waste and disease. Everybody just eating and farting. Ain't no diabetes. Ain't no this and that. Everybody just eating and farting. Shit, me. SARS. SARS. Somalia and Rwanda. Now, everything. I wonder what it look like over there, man. Can I borrow $20? I ain't gonna have no party with it. Yes, I am. Yeah. What else I'm gonna do with genocide money? Don't need genocide money, bitch. He gonna have it, he gonna kill himself. You did that already. I know the difference between money and genocide money. I know what money look like. And it do grow on trees, bitch. It do. It grow on trees. It also grow on bodies that you pile up inside the jail and sit there and wait on their brain to fry. I noticed that too, Caesar.
We apologize for this delay. If you are calling for general
It's
information
waterboarding.
or are interested in
Sorry.
retirement, disability, Medicare, or spouse's benefits, you may want to visit our website, www.gov. There you will find important information about benefits and be able to apply from the comfort of your home or office. to answer your call. Social Security provides monthly benefits to more than 50 million people. As a result, we do have busy periods. We are taking calls in the order in which they came.